So today we have a really good deck that has been helping me climb up in ladder. This deck is of the control variety, so if you like control decks, this could be right up your alley. This deck focuses on the Thor package pretty much, so think Thor, Beta Ray Bill, Jane Foster. And what's good about the deck is that it has the Thor package, but unlike a lot of the Thor decks out there, it doesn't actually rely on you drawing them every single time. So as you know, you can curve out from Thor, go into turn 4 with Beta Ray Bill, and then get both hammers with Jane Foster. This deck absolutely does that. You can absolutely do that, but it is not required for you to win games. So what we're going to go over first is some of the tools that this deck has to counter some of the top tier decks out right now. We have Shadow King. He's no stranger to being able to absolutely disrupt Angela and Thana decks that are all the rage right now. He also goes up against decks like Silver Surfer, who are still really prominent, especially the Toxic Surfer variety too is pretty prominent. They don't always draw Hazmat, so this is where Shadow King can shine. And besides that, we also do Killmonger. Ultron decks, Zoo decks, they're really popular right now too, so Killmonger is there to help answer that. We have Red Guardian. I know some of you guys might not have him. He is a Series 5 card, but he's really good at dismantling, you know, your Iron Mans from Mr. Negative, your Dracula, your Morbius, all these different cards that are essential to these deck types. Red Guardian could just step in there and get rid of that before it gets out of control. Now, he's really good to play as soon as you can, because, and probably Snap too, because that way you'll be able to have the easiest time getting through and it not getting blocked by other cards that they may play, etc. The last control card that we have is Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is just no stranger to deleting 10 or more power cards that they want to go tall. This deck has a variety of different 2-drops that you can also use alongside him to finish a game on turn 6. And that's not including the hammers as well. Luke Cage is here because as a personal card that I really like using, especially in these Thor decks, because as I said, Toxic Surfer is still out there, still a really problem card, and it just helps having Luke Cage to protect us from Hazmat. Not only that, but it protects us from opposing Shadow Kings as well. So it's a really good card just to have there, because we are going to be buffing Thor and Beta Ray Bill, so it's good to keep those buffs, right? Now, moving on to some of our other power cards. These are just good cards that you can have in your deck that can help out a lot. White Widow, you can pretty much consider a 2/6 until they fill up their lane, so it's a great 2-cost card to have. We have Jeff, again, another card that can go in and out of locations. It can't be stopped from being played anywhere, and overall, just a great card. Now, Quake is an interesting card. It's not necessary to run in this deck. You can switch her out for, let's say, Scarlet Witch, but I find that she's a very nice card and one that can win you a lot of queues because they just don't expect that on turn 6. You can play her alongside, let's say, Shang-Chi or Miss Marvel, which we haven't gone over yet, and win games just on those 2 cards alone, plus obviously the other cards that you have already played during the game. Speaking of Miss Marvel, a great card still, even with what, like 2 nerfs that she received. I mean, she's a 4/14 if we play our cards right. And this deck has a variety of 2-drops and 3-drops that we can spread along the outer lanes while we're trying to set up that will allow her to reach her potential, essentially. And just to finish off, you know, we have all these core control cards. We have the Thor package to help us push power into these lanes as well. So we're not just a counter deck. We're definitely able to pump out as well on top of that. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the matches, and I'll see you next time. All right. Facing up against the one and only LP. We got Thor for turn 3, so that's nice. If they destroy Thor before turn 5, can always get resurrected. World ship, okay. You know, that's not a great location for us at all. Yeah, I'm not vibing with that at all. Oof. This is gonna be a struggle. All right, Jeff. Okay, they have the one and only Red Hulk keeping on hulking. Shang-Chi could definitely save us. We'll try to play under the radar for now. Just really putting up our biggest cards first. Even though very low chance that they'll get buffed. White Widow's nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. We'll go ahead and throw that down there. Oh, that's it for them. You better pray we don't get Shang-Chi. You better pray we don't get Shang-Chi. You LP, it was a pleasure. We didn't snap for obvious reasons. They're gonna run away as soon as we snap. So might as well, you know, stay in, get the 2 cubes, keep it moving. Eric's son. What's up? Okay. Wakanda to start us off. So I guess if we draw Thor, Beta Ray Bill, those are pretty nice targets to put on there on the left side. This deck doesn't go like extremely tall though, so I wouldn't really like bank my whole strategy on that, because you know, they could just play anything else, either like from a Hela deck or, you know, a Hulk, a Red Hulk, a lot of things that can outmuscle our cards because we're focused more on control. So they got rid of White Widow. That's okay. We'll put down Jeff here. And conversely too, you know, if they do decide to play a big card on Wakanda, we always have Quake. I mean, we have Quake to move that around, and then Shang-Chi their other card, and then Shang-Chi the big card that they do play. So we're gonna try to snipe this. Nice. We're gonna try to snipe this this Jeff here before it gets to move. Now it's just a 1 that doesn't move. Forgot how to swim, so that's good for us. Miss Marvel's great on Strange Academy, but unfortunately, you know, we gotta worry about her moving to La La Land. Okay. So far the Zemo deck's not doing so hot. Thor and Quake is fine. Oh, magic. Okay. 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 That's not bad. That's not too good for us. Well, we got Mjolnir. They're gonna extend it, so fine. Let's go ahead and play Thor here. We're probably gonna see these decks usually run Doc Ock, so probably a Doc Ock in Limbo or the right side. Which if they do, yep, in for a surprise. Doc Ock players though, If they use that card, guarantee Shang-Chi. They definitely do still have the advantage. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I think we got him. I think we got him. Let's just put Luke Cage here. Mjolnir here. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. They really don't have that many points here. So I'd be surprised if they stay with what they got, but who knows? Cable. Okay. And Shadow King. Yep. That's why we run Luke Cage, baby. All right. So not having that Luke Cage there would have... Wait, you know what? Hold up. Okay, so I don't know what they were thinking, because we would have still had 13. We would have still beat them, so by 1 point. But either way, it stands. It stands. Luke Cage, you know, still helped out, even if it wasn't relevant. Anyway, Erickson, good game, man. Saiyajin, what's going on? All right. Starting us off with Quake and Jeff. I like to leave Quake sort of closer to the end of the game for that epic surprise. It's been able to steal like cubes left and right. Okay, Thunderbolt's tower. That's not horrible, you know. We can always just circumvent that with a Luke Cage. So Hala is an interesting location. We just don't know what they're gonna play, so I'm a little skeptical to play it. I guess we there's not much to do here on turn 4. Let's just Quake and then, who knows, start to get that Cosmo a bit smaller, putting them down. Okay, magic. All right. And of course, we're comfortable with putting Quake and Jeff there, 2 cost cards in one location, since we can always move Jeff. But now we are gonna have to maybe not be able to rely on Marvel to save the day. That Cosmo is pretty gross though. I don't like that Cosmo there. And then they snap too. Okay. So let's do Beta Ray Bill. We do have Red Guardian for like an Iron Man. There it is. Let's snap right back. Let's do Red Guardian, and we're gonna Luke Cage here. Yep. Get out of here with that. And what's that? Mystique, probably? Onslaught. Okay. Well, what's double nothing? So, yeah, I'm guessing, you know, what's his face? The Living Tribunal is going to be the one calling the shots now. But we can, yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I feel you, Saiyajin. It's brutal when you get hit with that. Yeah, we didn't really need Miss Marvel. It would have been nice to draw, you know, Jane Thor at some point. Like, that way we would have set up both Beta Ray with Thor. But yeah, Red Guardian, as you can see, comes in through really clutch. If you don't have them, a Rogue would have been just as fine. An Enchantress is just as fine. A bit more expensive on the expensive side, but they both work equally well here. Yeah, I mean, we just held it down. You know, Stormbreaker was gonna come down, White Widow on the right, and probably, yeah, probably Shang-Chi. I mean, he probably wasn't gonna kill anything, but just for the 3 points, right? So, anyways, Saiyajin, good game, man. Dry Raisin. Isn't sus. Okay. Is that what it said? Okay, so we got Stegron from Dry Raisin using a sus deck. I don't know, man. Probably got some King Pink stuff going on. Nightcrawler, okay. All right. Oh, we got Jeff. Let's put him down. You know what? Let's put him down right there. On the right, or on the left rather. Whoa, okay. We might have just activated Miles Morales for them, but it's fine. Should be fine. Let's do... We can do Red Guardian and then like stop Silk from moving. We can do it on Nightcrawler so he doesn't move as well. I'm liking that more. I'm liking that more. Juggernaut. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And these types of decks could use Magneto, which does mess this deck up a lot. Since the bulk of our power comes from 3 and 4 drops, but we'll see where it kind of goes. So it's better to play Miss Marvel. It's better to play Miss Marvel as like a surprise hitter. Let's do Stegron instead. Because we can do Stegron and then like turn 5 go into a Luke Cage and like a Quake or a White Widow. We could just do Killmonger too into something else, into a Shadow King maybe. Oh, this is going down to the wire with the timer. Hey, out of time for Dry Raisin. Okay, we got Hulkbuster and Doctor Strange. Okay. All right. Get out of here. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? So we're gonna play Luke Cage and like, you know, Blade. Reason why is because I want to set up Miss Marvel for turn 6, so it'll be hard to, well, it'll be impossible to do on the left and right locations. Oh no. Okay, where are we moving? Yeah, okay. That messed us up. Human Torch. Yeah, that messed us up, man. Okay. Very rude. I bet you they're gonna Heimdall. I'd be surprised if they don't Heimdall. And if they do, we're gonna be ready for it. What I tell you. Heimdall. Oh, power up. Nice. And then we just reset that a little bit. Boom. That's it. That's it. All right. On to the next. All right, what do we have here? Superflow. We can stop that right here. We don't need to play like that. That's too aggressive, too aggressive. Let's play this normally. And we got Quake. The Quake would have been nice if they had played something. That way we could have, you know, possibly taken advantage of Superflow and leaving them out to dry. But we don't got that. We don't got that yet. Okay. Magic. All right. Turn 3 is risky though, because yep, that can happen. that can happen. Gonna set up Miss Marvel here. In the middle. Okay, they're going for Psylocke. I think this is a good time to snap. We'll put down Jane Foster here. And that'll give us Thor's hammer for turn 6. And we got plenty of options. We got Jeff, we got Luke Cage, Killmonger, Quake. We can use all of that. Opponent retreated. Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, if it was like a hella deck, they were like hella tribunal or something, it was hella behind. No no pun intended. No pun. I'm serious. No pun intended. Mighty D, good game, man.